Guys, it's Ayyo. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. So I am here with the indomitable Erica Assai, who is a talented Caymanian artist. Erica makes music, does Coast Guard. Erica does everything, and I just want to introduce you all to her. She's a well-established name in the Caribbean, Cayman Islands, and internationally. She has competed at competitive events, and today, she's going to share a little bit about her. Now, the key thing that she will be doing this year is doing the Miss Cayman Islands Universe 2022. She's going to be a contestant, and to be honest, that's like a huge achievement to just even put your little name in the basket. So Erica, what kind of made you want to run for Miss Cayman Islands Universe 2022?
Well, hi everyone, first and foremost. My name is Erica Assai, Erica Rocky McBean, whichever you want to call me. What made me want to be a part of the Miss Cayman Islands Universe pageant is just the platform in and of itself. I feel that as a Miss Cayman Islands, you should be as normal, as quirky, as fun, as jovial as possible. And I feel that being myself in my artist self, as well as being myself in my officer self, I could bring that to the forefront and also encourage other females like myself that you could be a queen, just being normally and naturally you.
Mm-hmm. So, you running for Miss Cayman Islands Universe 2022, but there's been a lead up. So we got her. How the old people them say we gotta go back. We gotta go back. So, what inspired you to want or to get into it?
Well, for me, music has always been a comfort. People eat certain foods. I would listen to certain types of music. I would sing. Growing up, I grew up with a single mother and I was raised with my grandmother. And when I was around 7, I moved in with my mom and her husband at the time. The husband at the time was very abusive to my mother and I turned to music times, and that's how I found my voice. So even though it was a very negative situation, I somehow finessed it and came out singing.
Okay, and typically when you start, did you start at a young age or an older age for what would be considered? Because people always be like, "Why started when they were 4?" Right when their mom would push them out, they started.
So, for me, I've always sang. I remember in preschool, I would sing the national song, and the principal would have me in her office and whatnot. Then it was just singing for me. Then it was just whatever. But then when I turned 7, I found myself singing to just calm myself down because the police was getting called to my house.
Yeah.
That's how traumatic it was, and I just kept with it. I started in school playing the flute in grade 4, and that was what I did publicly, but singing has always been something very quiet for me. So when I turned 12 was when I actually started to take it seriously. I actually went to Lee back when it was George Hicks, and then I transcended over into Clifton Hunter. That's where I met my first actual legitimate music teacher, Miss Janelle Tibbis, and she took me under her wing and was like, okay, we're gonna do NCFA, after overhearing me in the band room while I was packing up my flute. And we did NCFA, and it was just, since then it's just been history.
Yeah, because I know of you, because we run in relatively similar circles because we live on island. But I kind of met you in dual enrollment. That's when all the high schools, government high schools collaborate. So Clifton come with John Gray, and I think you did something at EI where you performed a song, a key song somewhere between
the gay awareness song. It was for a TED Talk.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was really good. I was like, okay, cool, she can sing. By that I mean, for me, you always see people, being kind of promoted to go and sing, but sometimes very few of them carry consistent, because is it an easy market to get into Cayman being a singer?
No, it is not. Because the thing is, when you are a singer and you're not necessarily doing what everyone else is doing, showing butt, cursing, cussing, they're gonna seem and deem you as extra. It's very lonely being an artist in the Cayman Islands, especially because since everyone knows of you and think that they know you, that, so you have to be able to have your blinders on and realize that there's a goal and you're not trying to like impress nobody. You're here to make yourself happy. And those who love you are gonna love you, and those who hate you, they'll just fall.
Yeah. Erica, who is your favorite artist? Because each artist draws from inspiration. Not that I'm an artist, I do a little 1, 2, 3 thing, but in a no professional thing. I know each artist draws inspiration. Someone, a key moment. Who is your inspiration when it comes to making music and drawing on it to create
My
songs?
favorite artist of all time would have to be my camera's screwing up right now. I'm sorry. John Legend. John Legend is my favorite of all time. He is just phenomenal keyboardist, phenomenal vocalist, phenomenal songwriter. My other favorite is Alicia Keys, keyboardist again, singer. But of all time combined, someone that I feel that is my spirit animal, Cardi B.
Okay.
El Calis Almanzar. Best person ever.
But I also know that you dabble in not only just one genre, but you seem to specialize in about a good amount, which isn't really bad. Like R&B, I picked up soul, soca, reggae, and also hip hop and pop. If I'm not mistaken, those are the songs that I kind of like picked up. Now, in particular, I noticed there's one song that I kind of really liked because I was in Canada, right? And sometimes you just want a little island song to just pep up your step. And there was this song called "Hold Me," which came out in 2020, and it's like, yo, Erica going in on this song. Like, what's the story behind the song? As it, what were you drawing from? Was it a relationship? Was it something? You know what I mean? Like, songs come a certain place, and sometimes you got bent when you just gotta let go of a situation. And
well, "Hold Me" actually started as a very sad song, believe it or not.
Yeah.
When you break down the words, it's like you're lonely, you want somebody to just hold you. And then the first part that came from it was me want you do this, do that for me. Basically, like, you're tired of it. You're tired of being alone. You're tired of the person just being an asshole. Like, so you just basically like drilling him, telling him that's what you want him to do. And then, I want you to hold me. And then the dance like this. So like you really just want him to just hold you and like really appreciate you. So,
okay. Yeah. So how did you transition from like being an artist to like working? Because Cayman small, we're like, everybody know everybody, right? So how did you was it like a hard transition? Or I would say, how was it to transition to manage doing the music and then working while maintaining that goal?
Well, to be honest, I've always worked, believe it or not. Prior to working for the Coast Guard, I worked in the police service as the receptionist. So it was a matter of being a really good actress. Growing up, my mom always made sure that my grades were up here before my music could get up here. So I had to maintain that balance from a very young age. There'll be times where I'll have to sing until 1 o'clock in the morning and have a class at 7 a.m. in the morning, that same morning. So it's just the practice growing up really assisted me in achieving this balance that I have with music and my career. I mean, both are my careers, but you know what I mean. Okay,
so then how did you get into the Coast Guard? Because I know it must have been itching you to work at that receptionist job, because I saw the Snapchat, so I know it wasn't easy, but different personalities can be complicated when you're working as an administrative assistant. What did someone encourage you to go into Coast Guard, or did it pop up and you were like, let me try it?
To be honest, even prior to me joining the police service, I lost family. My father, or I have two dads. Let's just clear that. I have two dads. So my dad that raised me, he actually got lost at sea. I don't know if you remember the article back in 2016, March.
Yeah.
Gary Mullings and I, Cameron, and two other men went to sea off the 12 Mile Bank, and they were lost and they were never found. The only thing that was found was their boat, and that hurt me.
I'll put her stuff in, and y'all can follow her, listen to her, let her know what y'all think, and show her some love. So thank you so much, Erica Assai.